This is how Girl Skateboards picked this postcode. I asked Reddit which postcodes had the most famous landmarks, and one suggestion was Brompton Cemetery, where Emmeline Pankhurst is buried. So I asked myself, how do I connect Emmeline Pankhurst to skateboarding? Well, Pankhurst was the leader of the WSPU, the Women's Social and Political Union, the driving force behind the suffragette movement that won women the right to vote in the UK. So, suffragettes, women's rights, Girl Skateboards. So I wrote to Megan Baltimore, one of the founders of Girl Skateboards, to see if she wanted to claim this postcode, and she replied. So now I'm heading down to Emmeline Pankhurst's grave in SW5, but along the way we're going to go through Kensington, W8, and past the bandstand where the all-girl punk band, the Slits, recorded their video for Typical Girls. We're also going to pass the house where Freddie Mercury lived, and of course, in completing these two postcodes, we have to do the kickflip, the half cab nose, and the mystery trick. Let's go.
Please hold the hand and make sure your bags are.
So here is the bandstand from the infamous Slits video. No one could actually confirm whether this was actually the bandstand, but I'm going to put the footage alongside it and you, the viewer, can make up your own mind. But I'm pretty sure this is the one. Anyway, let me know in the comments below if you agree. It is I, the voice from the editing room. I just let you know there's a new preface for the mystery trick. Basically, I select a postcode, then AI takes that postcode, gives me 3 good facts, and gives me a couple of tricks to land to warm up. I've also got a extra challenge, which will be to add £1 to the donation. And that's just a more slightly difficult trick that I know I can land.
Right, here we go with the lovely bandstand behind us. Let's see what facts we have about this postcode and what tricks we are giving.
No credit. No credit.
Thought I'd do the half cab nose while I was here. So the scene was set, the sun in the background was looking really cool. But you can see that that type of ground didn't slide too well, so I had to sort of old man it and sort of force the last bit of the degrees to get that big spin out. But yeah, happy with the results, and it's really feeling this one at 6 in the morning.
Okay, so we did a quick couple of tricks there. We did the basic trick for the AI dude, the shove. We got a half cab nose on that little ledge thing. I just thought I'd square one away just in case I don't find anything. We then moved across to try and get a nice view of the royal pond, and then did a little big spin there. Now we're gonna have a nice little battle and try to do a kickflip.
Another postcode, another kickflip battle, and another bank trying to help me get my pop. But I had some early words of encouragement from a passerby.
I have to say, I admire the work. Great work, man.
So that spurred me on. Part of the battle here, besides the crowds of people running and commuting to work, was just getting the right sort of speed. If I go too slow, I basically airball it, like you'll see here. But we still have standards, so we don't accept heavy toe touches like that. And that for me is a blatant
No credit. No credit.
But we got our just rewards. Woo! Just one more thing to do, and that's the donation challenge from the AI alien. And that's the backside flip to add an extra £1 to the overall donation.
Ooh, okay. That took way longer than I thought. But the main thing is we did get a nice kickflip on this really crummy little path that I was happy with. And then the main thing for me is that we actually pulled out the bag and got the backside flip as well. So that's an extra pound for this postcode. So I won't be making it to the Emmeline Pankhurst statue today. But as we head out down that way, we're going to go past another landmark. So it'll be worth it. Stick with me. I was just sitting up to film myself outside the former home of Freddie Mercury. When I was looking at my phone to make sure it was the right place, an actual queen, or someone who thought they were the queen, came up to me and said, "Can I help you?" I said, "No, because you are aware this is private property." So quick as a flash, I just said, "Oh, I'm looking for Earl's Court Station." "Oh, yeah, you go down there, because I'm sorry about that. But that person can get..."
Nothing, a rude word.
I will be coming back when I do day 2. Good morning, and we are back in... Where's the road sign? Okay, you probably can't see the road sign, but we are back in Earl's Court, and we're going to pick up where we left off and do a nice little skate by of the Freddie Mercury house. So you see where that sort of black fence is on the top, on the right hand side. So it's like white wall, and then that's where the house is. Here it is. That is the house. You see it there? That's Garden Lodge. You see this spot over here. There's a little curb there. So I think that might be my base.
Okay, so we're jumping straight into the half cab nose at this spot. I actually had to come around to the other side because it's a bit more quieter and the ground was a bit better. But yeah, we go through the usual early morning half cab nose, freak out, get really scared, bail a few, finally sit on top of the nose, and then try to pull out really sharply and always turn off 90. Then eventually I kind of get it. So in all that excitement, I forgot to mention that my AI dude had given me a couple of tricks to do to warm up. So these are the tricks I had to do, and I got to work on those after the half cab nose. So we did the nollie 180 first, and then followed that up with the held fakie manual. And then I had to do a nose slide, which has been a real battle for me lately, and I had to eventually settle on doing a slappy nose slide in conjunction with the kickflip, because I feel that if I do a trick before a kickflip, it gives me less time to think, and I just go for it.
Yes, man! Fucking come on! So also in Earl's Court is the famous Troubadour, where, as it says here, Troubadour hosted legends such as Bob Dylan, Paul Simon, Jimi Hendrix, whole bunch. Now I have been thinking, the former home of Freddie Mercury is right across the road from the spot that I'm skating, and I just gave it a little test on the little board slide, and I think it is possible to do a little board slide, hence a rock and roll type slide, in homage to Freddie Mercury, who used to live just across the road down there. So I'm gonna get that, and then we're gonna head down to the grave of Emmeline Pankhurst, and then that will be SW5 down. So here we are at the final spot, the grave of Emmeline Pankhurst. Thanks for paving the way for women's rights and culminating in just a small offshoot of girl skaters and where it is today. And even the fact that, yeah, I managed to reach out to someone like Megan Baltimore, who's like running a skateboard industry. So thank you for everything you've done. And that's SW5 and W8 done. The grave of Emmeline Pankhurst. Thanks Megan for answering the message and sending me on this journey. And see you at the next postcode.
So that's 5 postcodes completed. So that means that's £5 to donate to the Ben Ramos Foundation. We're going to also add the extra £1 to make it £6 because of the backside flip I landed as part of the pound challenge.